Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Ha, Rakakwadash, Mama. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and the elders. Double honors to my elder as well, Aharawan, Mayasha Allah, the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. And salutations to the fellow Akim, Atwafim, and children that believe in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Athanyala back to another lesson in Yahweh Ratazah's edifying. I want to start off in the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, and the Apocrypha, chapter 8 and verse 15. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee. For he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly, right? You know, and this ultimately just land back in one of the eldest lessons, just going into how we have to ultimately separate from these people, all right, as they try to cast us out for the Son of Man's sake, for Yahweh sake, as the scriptures say, all right, we're to hide ourselves, all right, to be not easily accessible, roughly paraphrasing, you know, not easily accessible to a certain extent, all right. Yes, we're to be around certain people and individuals in the world, all right? But again, when they can't cling on or adhere to the truth, we're to depart, all right? Especially if they become, you know, scoffers, a stumbling block when it comes to your walk in this truth. So what? Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, you know, a prideful person, a pride person. All right, ultimately mainly being the wicked, Esau, Edom, and these other heathen nations, but 2/3 of our people fit this category, all right, in a lesser sense, to where you can't travel with them either, all right? They go bring you down to destruction, to death, because that's what they're choosing, all right? Lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. And that's what we're not partaking part of, folly. All right, which this place is that's ultimately what it presents. That's all it presents is folly. So we have to maneuver and get through the cracks and crevices with our wisdom. All right, what be wise as serpents and harmless as a dove. All right, and treat your environment, the people in your environment accordingly, according to their spirit. This Amos chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 1, but 3 is the point. Hear the word that the Lord, Yahweh have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, right? You know, that's why the Lord chose the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to be a peculiar people unto himself. All right, the apple of his eye. He have not done so with any nation. All right. So with the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it says it right here in verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. And that's why we go through the curses spoken of in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 through 68 is where you will find the curses. All right, verses 1 through 15 in Deuteronomy 28 is where you find the blessings that the Lord promised us by way of Moses when he delivered our nation from Egypt, ancient Egypt, I believe 1446 BC. So that's why what we get punished for going off, we get punished for living like the heathen, all right, going against the grain, trying to uphold the customs and the philosophies and the way of these heathen nations and their lifestyle and how they live, and not clinging on to our history and our heritage and living in that. All right, we be judged. That's why you have things like quote unquote black on black crime, things like that, because if you still stay upon those social constructs, all right, you're going to be destroyed. Again, Hosea 4 and 6, our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Knowledge that what the social construct of the term black is a stigma, All right, that's a byword, a proverb of reproach. All right, of calling you wicked, dark, void, without light, without wisdom. And that's why people are destroyed, because that's the wisdom that they need to live. That's life in itself, the breath. All right, the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. All right, so that's why what we go through the curses for disobeying the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. We be judged for disobeying the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. That's why it's important not to travel not with the bold fellow, all right, the prideful, all right, the wicked. Again, 2/3 of our people fit in that category, but it starts with Esau Edom. All right, he's a bold fellow. And as long as our people stay upon the one that smote them, all right, Esau Edom and these heathen nations, the more they're going to be headlong for destruction. All right. That's ultimately what they being kept for. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come, that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in great number, and those days are fastly approaching. All right, we're in Jacob's trouble now, to where it's is gradually increasing, to where the Lord's judgment is not slack. All right, it's being exercised expediently, where someone could do something wayward, wicked, perverse, and they go meet that judgment right away, versus it being prolonged, because we at the end. We at the end of a thing. We at the end of an age. All right. The Lord is approaching. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, his only begotten son, is approaching. All right. World War III is approaching. All right. The MOTB. All right. Revelations 13, verse 15 on down, being the mark of the beast. All right. The C-hip, that being mandated, that is approaching. All right. Revelations chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, right? And woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea of people. All right, because what? The devil, the deceiver, Diablos, deceiver, is coming down unto you, having great wrath, right, with his new world order, his fourth industrial revolution. And that's why a lot of the things are going on throughout the four corners of the earth by way of our Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. All right, because he's setting up this devil's end, his fall. So he knows his judgment is coming, so things are happening fast. All right, to where he's trying to fill his belly. But just like the Lord stated in Job, he's going to make it rain on him while he's eating. So this judgment is going to come to a point to where it's going to be unbearable for the people. And the only people that's going to be able to withstand it is the elect. Those who's written in the book of life, who's going to be saved from the said perils. All right, both men, women, and children. All right, starting with the 144,000 men being the government, and then the 1/3 men, women, and children that believe. But this back in 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1 from the top again. Nevertheless, has come in the tokens. Behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number. That's your Georgia Guidestones on the left-hand side of Esau Edom. But that's what the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, setting them up to take the people in great number. You know, let the multitude perish that were born in vain, right? Roughly paraphrasing. And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And that's what's approaching. To where what you got scoffers here in these last days. All right, but there is faith on the earth. The Lord has kept, 7,000 men that haven't bowed their knee to Baal. It's verse 2, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago, right? Like none ever before. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right. You know that he represents the elect. Verse 8, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Lord their God, right, their power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them, man. You know? So that day is coming, man, to where what you is not to stay upon the one that smote you. You are to return back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Because what all hell's getting ready to break loose, and whoever's not up under that covering is going to be thrusted through. Plague. Famine. So it's going to be like never before. It's going to be like no other time period before, no other past captivity. This going to be real bad. It's going to be worse. All right. And the land, verse 3, that thou seest now to have root shall thou see wasted suddenly. Right. Just what the Lord said, Esau go fall quick. This Luke chapter 10. So as quick as he go fall, it's go catch the people who's dealing with him off guard too. All right. So 2/3 of our people who love this place, who stay upon the philosophies and the way of this world, the God of this world, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. This Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Right. So he's go fall from his throne, his living lavishly as he's being dethroned now as we speak. All right. Lightning. You know, he's going to fall as lightning, meaning quick. This verse 19, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. All right. And that's what the hopefully elect know. All right. But 2/3 of our people, they have no understanding in that. Again, Hosea 4:6, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Then when you try to present them this knowledge, they don't count it as knowledge because they're stuck and they exercise it and compare it to the knowledge of this world, which has nothing to do with the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So what? They don't have power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. So they go be hurt in that day, just as Esau. This second Esdras, Salakia. I want that point in verse 3 suddenly, but I continue to verse 9. And it says, 2 Esdras 5 and 4. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet, that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. And blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled. Elder went into that. That blood dropping out of wood. And the stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled. Verse 6, and even he shall rule. The point is in 9, I want to get. Whom they look not for that dwell upon the earth, and the fowls shall take their flight away together. And the Sodomish sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mischievous women shall bring forth monsters. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and this is the point. All right, and this is the times that we coming into. All right, the sea giving up the dead. All right, confusion in the land of confusion. All right, Babylon meaning the land of confusion, city of confusion. So what? There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. Right, just as the scriptures say, who go turn it back? When it's sent, the fire is already kindled. All right. The Lord is coming to bring more fire. More fire, more fire. And the wild beasts shall change their places. And that's what's going on too, in a sense. All right. You got different phenomena in the seas and the waters. All right, the animals of the wilderness is coming into the metropolitan cities. Things is getting out of its place, out of its course, out of wax. Due to this diabolical demon, this devil ruling, all right, and having the whole world in a state of chaos, confusion. Making it a wilderness, spreading himself like a green bay tree. And mischievous women shall bring forth monsters. That's already, you got Generation Z, they go send them off to war. Verse 9, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Right? It's similar to 2 Ezra 15, the sedition among men. Then shall wit hide itself, right? And that's a major point. All right, and that's how travel not with the bold fellow, just bringing back to the topic of the lesson. Can two walk together except they be agreed? No, they can't. This is 2 Ezra 5 and 9, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, which that shouldn't happen. And all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber, man, right? The famine of the word, And shall be sought of many and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteous and incontinency be multiplied upon earth, man, right? Because the Lord go have this truth hid, all right? Because it's gonna be time for what the wicked soweth, they're gonna weep it, all right? They go weep Esau's judgment, because that's ultimately what he desired, his upon himself, death, hell, a hellish condition. So ultimately, the people, 2/3 of our people who join and aid in the bed, according to John 8 and 44, ye are of your father the devil, so the lust of your father you will do. They love this hellish condition. All right, they uphold it. So it's going to be for Esau's judgment just as well as 2/3 of our people, man, the wicked as a whole. So you don't want to travel with a bold fellow. All right, that's of our nation. All right, because all Israel, not of Israel, as well as the wicked. And just as a whole, in a broad sense, twofold, as far as staying upon Esau's philosophy, his way. You don't want to travel with him spiritually either. This Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense, right? That judgment's coming. All right. That's why this is going to be worse than any other time before. All right. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad, right? And when you get drunk, you become stupid. And they go stupid on Babylon. All right, they getting ready to go dumb on America with the Lord's fire and brimstone, with the missiles. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven. Right, they not gonna want to travel with this bold fellow. And is lifted up even to the skies. Verse 10, the Lord have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord, our power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that's a point too, lining up with the elder lesson. The Lord have brought forth our righteousness, man. Because what? The righteous is gonna over trump the wicked, man. All right? Even though it seems like the wicked is winning, they're overpowering the righteous today. They're loud. Just because you loud don't mean you right. You know, just because you overtalk someone or you speak loud or aggressively don't mean you correct. All right, and that's kind of how the wicked is boasting when it comes to their heart's desire. But the Lord is going to over trump that with the righteousness, man, with the judgments of this place, man. All right, and uplift the righteous. Quick, just as quick as Esau going down, that's how quick the righteous go be lifted up. So we just got to hold our feet, man. Keep still. And travel not with a bold fellow, so we be not partakers with the bold fellow's iniquity. All right? It's Esau, Edom, and 2/3 of our people. It's Proverbs 11 and 21. And Yahweh this lesson was edifying. Thou hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. You know? So thou join hand in hand, the wicked is not going to be unpunished. So you got to separate yourself from the wicked, travel not with a bold fellow, or you go be partakers into what they reap, all right? Because you reap what you sow. You'll be partakers of their judgments. So deliver thyself, all right? Two can't walk together lest they be in agreement. And the only agreement to be in is to be in agreement of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, his way, his ordinances, his law, statutes, commandments. Shalom, Hapatah, and DTA into the next one.